Hey guys, welcome back to Guild Wars 2. I'm continuing on with Secrets of the Obscure, starting Mother of Stars. So, I know I'm covering a lot of parts already. I've completed most of the game, and because of that, there's not much left until Janthier Wilds, and that's not even completed being released, I don't think.
Ah, they are taller than I thought.
Commander Yuna,
The fuck?
one of our oldest members.
Oldest mortal members.
Wish I had time to give you a proper introduction to the Astral Ward, but things are dismal.
Remind me why we can't call for more help. I could have a fleet of airships here in a day.
The Astral Ward is a secret. That is Isgaran's preference, even in times of worry.
Isn't Iskarin compromised? Won't it be too late if you wait for his permission?
Maban is choosing to honor his will, and we will do the same. Rian could really use your help in the Rift Hunters, one of our more hands-on divisions. They track down rifts before whatever horrors inevitably spill out of them. Just like the one that pulled you into Nios. They're popping up all over Tyria. Innocent lives are at risk. Rian is waiting for you. He'll gear you up and give you whatever details you need.
While you help contain the threat, we've got Astral Ward searching for Dagda and Iskarin's whereabouts. As soon as we gather more intel, we'll call on you to help with the cleansing.
What exactly are we dealing with?
Dagda and Iskarin will need to be cleansed, so to say, of their cryptist possession before they can aid us. Dagda is our first target. We believe she's hiding nearby, probably attempting to cleanse herself of any unwanted guests. As soon as we can confirm her location, we'll call on you. Give me your thing. The one you use to talk to your friends from far away.
My comms device? Oh, sure.
I do not miss the ever-changing nature of technology. There. I've attuned your little device to pick up on arcane fluctuations. We'll be able to contact you anywhere. Even if you stumble into another rift.
Well, let's hope the latter doesn't happen anytime soon.
Yes, let's. I was an esteemed professor in the College of Synergetics. To study the
Can you
metaphysical
stop
is to
beating
study
each
the
other
inner
up?
workings of the flow itself. It's good work. But my people are stubborn and petty. Bureaucratic, even. It's limiting. Zojja and I had the same realization. Expecting satisfaction from that city is like expecting a Skrit to win the SNAF prize. So I went on a long sabbatical to explore the world beyond the stuffy labs and debate halls of Rada Sum. And then I found this big lump of bricks hiding away in Garenhof. Maban noticed my curiosity. And here I am. I still collect stipends from the Arcane Council. They think I'm in a jungle somewhere, gawking at plants. Bureaucracy.
Not a bad way to hide, though.
The same way that you do, Commander. I've watched your career with admiration, seen the choices you've had to make. You know, as I do, that the right thing to do is rarely clean. There are always consequences, and many of them severe. I've spent a long time on this problem, and this is our best option. Part of leading is accepting the cost of that choice. The truth is, as high as the price is to learn what we've learned, I've never regretted it. Ah, but someone must. You've faced those choices yourself. You're likely to again.
I don't want to face those choices again. I'm sorry, I don't want to have to be the person that has to make the choice on who lives and dies. It's messed up. Like, for fuck's sakes, Trahern's death alone was traumatizing.
Commander, your eyes have seen so many places, so many beasts. I know a hunter when I see one. Apologies. Being in your presence may be more shocking for some than others. I am Rian of the Rift Hunters.
Frode and Yuno sent me to help. It sounds like we're working against the clock.
Well, your help comes with kind timing. Rifts have been appearing all over Tyria, but they're especially potent here. Thankfully, that device of yours, the Heart of the Obscure, has given us a new windfall. In your hands, a blessing. They found it in Waiting Sorrow's quarters just before we lost the tower. Don't know what she made it for, but the Heart's ability to open and seal rifts by following their astral frequency is impressive. I've not much more time with the Heart than you, but let me guide you. The Heart of the Obscure is capable of astonishing things. It can act as a conduit for your emotional energy, channeling it as a source of power. Now, hold the Heart aloft, and focus your thoughts on the demonic rifts, and your desire to hunt down
I can't believe this plan is finally working.
The worst is yet to come.
Do you feel
Forging
it?
the key.
I can. I can see it. The magic in the air is flowing.
Incredible. What does it look like?
Hard to describe. A little frightening. Like the world itself is reaching toward something. You can't see it?
No. You and the Heart are one in this moment. I've seen before what you do now, but I am a bystander. It might seem overwhelming, but don't be afraid. These are your own thoughts made manifest. Go on now. Why don't you see where it leads you?
Yay. Wrong button. It's just gonna lead me that way right now.
Who's got the guts to take on my Skyscale challenge, eh?
What are you mutts barking at? There's no one here. Sometimes I question why the dogs bark, because there's never anybody here when they bark. But as soon as one person leaves, they go nuts.
We could use your help here. The storm over Garenhof has eased up some, and the mayor and I need to look for survivors. It's the least the ward can do, given they were partially responsible for them even existing. If you find anyone, let me know and we'll portal them out.
In this direction. But it means I have to go up higher to get across. Yeah. Life said it fucking hates me today. Aww. Skychalk. There's a juvenile, but I'm not playing my ranger. The one time I'm not playing it and I find a juvenile pet that I don't have. I need the waypoints. Fuck it. Drop. Trustful. Yeah, I have way too much trust in moments of being able to save myself. Forged. Fucking hate them. Same on how I feel about Balthazar. Oh shit. Okay. That was a little close for comfort. Okay, where am I going now? Am I seriously going back the way I came? No, I'm going this way now. Where the fuck am I going? Like, seriously, what the fuck? Should probably turn down my mic sensitivity if I'm gonna get louder, because I, don't want to hurt people's ears. I swear, if it tells me to turn the fuck back around, I'm gonna get so fucking angry at this shit, because it's bullshit. I don't want to have to turn around every 5 fucking seconds.
I found Lear, and he's in stasis now, but the situation is dire. Forging the key made him vulnerable to a deep corruption, and it's wound its tendrils around him.
I can see the rift.
Terrifying, isn't it? You'll need to stabilize it before you can seal it. Get closer and channel the heart. The Cryptus will attempt to break your focus on the spell and stop you. Be prepared to defend yourself. Focus on your desire to protect Tyria.
At least there's other people. Because this would suck. The game got harder with the new creatures. So far, I've found Genethir Wilds, it's near impossible to kill things.
It's done.
Good. The Cryptus are relentless. There are doubtless many other rifts to seal. You've got your work cut out for you.
Damn it.
If you have questions or need guidance on any of this, come and find me. We're in this together.
This is gonna take a while. So this portion of the story is probably going to be broken up into a few parts because I don't want to end up taking way too long to record. I want to get multiple done in a short time frame. So, yeah. Enjoy, people. As you watch me absolutely suffer. I forgot I had a fucking keybind. I couldn't remember what it was. It's J. If I forget this again, well, it's gonna be on me. The only reason I forgot currently, it's been too long. Really? I just got over here. Well, if I die, I die. I really need to fuck with my key bindings. Because I keep hitting B for world versus world instead of dodging. Yeah, this is gonna either kill me or I'm going to somehow barely fucking survive. Because unless they did massive debuffing, this shit's actually really hard. Playing as my ranger, if I didn't have other people with me, I died all the time. What does it mean, hammer master? I don't have a fucking hammer. It's a staff. That's meant to look like a scythe. Gotta draw out the cryptisk because I gotta finish the story. Waiting on the cryptis. Avatar of Envy. This one's relatively weak.
You'll have to hit much harder. Replenishing.
Then again, I seem to be more overpowered playing as a Necro than anything else. Because they sorely debuffed Revenant. I used to be pretty much unkillable for quite some time. So all my deaths made no sense to me, but I've also not played it in a while. So their debuff might have been intentional, because I remember doing an ass load more damage than I did before. But eventually I'll probably start manning my Revenant again. But for now, I'm going to stick with my favorite of Necromancer. But here's a bit of history on my time playing this game. I started off with my Sylvari Ranger. That was my first character, the character that will stay with the account until the day it dies. The second one was the last character I played, which was my Sylvari Revenant. Those are my oldest characters that have been with me since I started playing, which was almost 11 years ago now. Every other character's relatively new, at least within the last year or two.
Oh,
Well, except for this one. This one's a few years old. Like 4-ish? Maybe 5? I'll figure that out on its next birthday. And when I say I don't hardly play most of my characters, I have very few that I play often. My Necromancers being the main ones I play. I do want to go up though. The higher up, the easier it is to get around this area. That and every Jade bot around is gonna fucking end me. That was weird. My audio went buggy for a moment. At least through my headphones. I'm not sure if it was picked up on the video, but it might have been. Sudden static cut out. It's not the first time it's happened, but it catches me off guard. Then again, my computer's still new, but old. And thank you, Windows, for deciding you're going to outdate Windows 10 next year in October. Fuck you guys. Not everyone can afford a new computer every 5 fucking years. Especially not when you don't come from a well-off family. And no, that is not a joke. I do not come from the best off family. I come from your average middle class family. That or, well, since there's no longer a middle class, there's upper and lower. I guess it would be considered lower. I come from the average family that makes enough to get by and occasionally go on trips. So yeah. Life sucks, but it is what it is. I get by. Barely sometimes, but I get by. Kind of the reason I'm so set on making this succeed. I want to be able to be a YouTuber that can sit here, have fun, playing the games I love, and also want to be able to talk about the realities of how hard life is and have people know. Because everyone should know how life truthfully is, not the clouded. Everyone's gonna tell you that life's easy, it's great. It's not. Even building my channel isn't easy. I've been building it for years. I think currently my oldest video is 6, almost 7 years. And I'm still sitting here with under 100 subscribers. That's why every time I get new subscribers, I'm extremely grateful, especially when it's in larger quantities. I know most don't watch this far into my videos, which is why I say a lot of things towards the end of my recordings or later on in them, because few actually get to hear things. And it leaves a little bit of truth behind who the person behind the voice actually is.
I gather your rift hunting is going as planned.
Adapting. These fractals. To be born into one reality, then pulled into another to be hunted by demons.
Another thing that we'll need to handle. When you've got a moment, please report back to the medical ward at the Beacon of Aegis. Given your exposure in Nios, I'd like to confirm that you're in optimal health.
If the fox pokes his head into one too many holes, who knows what will snap from his face? Be careful approaching the rift. Ceres is looking for you. He got a taste, and he wants a bite.
If you're so concerned, why did you rescue me?
For curiosity, perhaps. Or do I want to kill you myself?
Not making a great case for yourself.
You are such a fascinating creature. Your memories are molten. The trials you faced. Can you blame me for wanting to see what comes next?
Which more's gotta be said? Shit, didn't mean to dismount.
Could use your help on the fractals. Situation.
No, there is one thing I've picked up on with most people. They like to find out little bits of information here and there. Especially when it comes to, people they don't actually know. Wrong door. That's also why I give little bits of information to who I really am. I figure it does some good for people to actually know that I'm not one of those well-off people. Those are the people that most don't particularly find it interesting. They find them boring and dull.
There are so many voices that are speaking all at once.
You know, told me you were coming. Sit. Quickly, please. Vital signs, mostly normal. Do you feel anything strange? Sharp pains in your feet? Any nausea? Distant memories surfacing?
Nothing like that.
Need you to be honest if we want a proper bill of health, Commander.
Maybe I've been hearing a whisper since I got back from the demon realm, Nyos?
Not surprising. Here, let's check on your astral alignment. Influenced, perhaps, but I can confirm that you aren't possessed. Your will is intact. We can work with that. Hearing voices after traveling through the mists isn't entirely uncommon. So long as it's not telling you to murder anybody, and you're not acting on those impulses, I see no threat.
That would make things exciting, wouldn't it?
I'll let you know if that changes.
Well.
Nice work out there. Sky scales are invaluable for navigating the fractured landscape, but there's even more they can do. Speak with Sky Scale trainer Diane at the Beacon of Ages if you want to learn everything there is to know about Sky Scales.
Who's got the
I
guts
know
to take
pretty
on
much
my
everything
Sky
at this
Scale
point,
challenge,
but story-wise I don't.
Commander, we think Dagda is near the old observatory. Rian will watch for additional rifts. You need to come to us immediately.
Managed to secure most of the beacon.
But as I was saying before, story kind of had voice lines. I just figure people probably want to know a little bit more information than what's already known. So, in truth, I'm a simple person, just struggling to get by in the normalcy of everyday life. And pretty much that's all there is to it. I'm just like everyone else. I'm as normal can get.
How did she look?
So,
I only got a glimpse before she moved farther into the cave, but, not good.
We shouldn't overwhelm her. I'd recommend that Zojja and the commander move ahead without us.
What are you going to do?
Yuno and I will guard the entrance. As soon as Dagda moves, every Cryptus nearby will want to join the fray.
Wizard magic is delectable to the Cryptus. Every well of power they hold is a feast to be devoured.
Right, so we better get moving. Commander, with me.
Yeah, let's go.
What, nervous?
Not used to taking orders.
A lot has changed.
someday I'll probably do,
Anything
a
I need to
Q&A.
know about Dagda?
She's the wizard of the Celestial. Specializes in power drawn from the cosmos. A Jotun. Packs one hell of a punch, too. Any Cryptus that took her down is probably one we should be afraid of.
A Jotun wizard?
They were among the most magical races in
Replenishing.
Tyria.
Right, but
Yes, they're not anymore. But Dagda is 1,000 years old. More. She's seen a lot.
1,000 years old?
At least, you've got a lot to learn about the wizards.
Yeah, they seem to be virtually close to immortal. Not an uncommon thing to hear about in any game is immortality, but still. Come on. Thought we killed everything on this side. Guess not. Really, you guys?
They'll have to hit much harder.
Shut up! Callie, shut the fuck up. No one's knocking at the door. I don't have a phone call going. Like, what the fuck? You guys are fine. Hi, Bailey. You guys are fine. I'm not dying. You guys aren't dying. Yes, I know. You're sniffing my arm. I'm fine. You probably scared the shit out of the kittens. They definitely scattered. I don't know where the fuck they went. But also, when it comes to the idea of Q&As, that's going to be something after I start doing live streams. Which, the goal for that is still gonna be 500 subscribers. I will not change that fact. So if anybody's wanting me to do live streams sooner, the enticing thing to know is going to be that requirements will not change. So anybody who's really wanting live streams to happen, definitely start sharing the videos, for certain. Because once I hit 500 subscribers, I will probably do a live stream for that. I probably will not be running the live stream alone either.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I do.
Alchemy! They're already swarming!
I leave little goals here and there just to entice people. And I'm probably gonna find more to leave every once in a while. Because I pretty much am planning on putting off, like, face reveal for as long as humanly possible. But I also don't expect to reach 1,000 subscribers anytime in the future. Or, well, near future. I believe that's gonna take me at least a good 5 years or so. Once I've hit 500 subscribers. Which I also do not expect to hit that anytime soon either. But I've been surprised several times. I mean, within a year of picking up my channel, it's not even been a whole year, I've over doubled the subscriber count, starting at 25. Because yes, when I took that long-ass break, I was about ready to give up, and I didn't. I finally came back and tried again.
Go forth.
And trying again is what got me where I am now. Sure, it's only 59 subscribers, nothing really to exactly celebrate yet.
Help me! Siri, is that you? Kill me!
They'll have to hit much harder.
But at the same time, I'm probably going to still be grateful for any subscribers I get later on or whenever. I honestly appreciate every little thing that happens with my channel. Sure, I'm not a huge fan on the criticism, especially when it's something like minor or something that actually does not hold any effect towards anything I do. Like, I'm not gonna really name who it is because I don't remember their username. It still bothers me that I had somebody leave a comment telling me to play the tutorial for a game that I could not start the game until after I played said tutorial.
May the stars cradle you.
She was a friend?
And
Found family. They'll keep coming until Dagda is stable. Let's move.
Then their comment on read the chess pieces more often. I have shitty ass fucking memory, so I could sit there and read every chess piece.
That is where Dagda will be. I can feel her, and you lead.
Yeah. Come on. Let me... It's not fucking letting me, there it goes. I suck with memorizing things like that, so... Not a possible thing I can do is read them all and memorize them all.
She's just ahead.
A little out of my capability.
Particularly dense in here. Which one of you latched on to the wizard's souls?
Zosha? What are you doing? You brought the Harbinger to kill me?
They're here to help. They're a friend.
They're here to end me, as they've ended so many others.
I'll see if I can cast a barrier to keep her trapped. Don't want to lose her again.
Jesus.
They'll have to hit much harder.
This is what I don't like about fighting her, is she moves too much. Yeah, I can't do up close fighting, but I can't seem to keep range either. Random thing though, I will probably leave it up for options, suggestions, for small little goals as the channel grows.
They'll have to hit
Currently, I've only got the one set for 500 and 1,000 subscribers.
There are so many voices.
But I'm considering figuring out
Don't
more.
let them overwhelm you.
There are too many of them.
Hold on.
Not enough energy.
Personally, I think setting goals makes things a lot easier. Smaller ones I have no idea what to do with at the moment, but I am leaving that open for suggestions. People can leave suggestions in the comments, and the ones I do get to see that, because YouTube doesn't exactly let me see all the comments through YouTube Studio. I have to directly go through YouTube itself to open the videos. Which, I mean, it's not as bad as it sounds, but it's a little inconvenient. I'd rather be able to read them all from YouTube Studio because that's where I keep an eye on everything. So it'd be more of a convenience for me to be able to see them all in one spot, all at once, rather than a small few and the rest I don't get to see whatsoever unless I open the videos. And occasionally, it's not just that, it's the I don't get to see them at all whatsoever. That's the main reason I don't typically rely on comments entirely. However, I am considering that after the fact of hopefully reaching maybe 200 subscribers, I will leave my guild in Guild Wars 2 open for anyone to join. I actually want to build my guild to be a little more than what it is now. And it needs people. So it's more of a I want to give people the option to join said guild. Was intentionally just started to be friends, but I have very few interested in this game. So I am going to include fan base as well for my channel. So if that makes it any better for any of you guys, that means there is a high chance that there will be open spots. It'll start out relatively small and not gonna be much for it for a bit. I will probably upon that point in time leave a link to a separate Discord server for anyone to join, so that way they can leave messages to be able to join said guild. I will probably start it off as being very few can join at a time. That way it doesn't get overwhelming. I will probably do monthly things after that point of you people get to join each month. Meaning selection chances, it's most likely going to end up being first come, first serve. Just so that way there's no, like, somebody thinks it's unfair. It'll basically leave a history of who's joined the server and when, meaning if you joined, like, say, you're the last person in 50 people, there's a chance you'll get in the next, or you might get in earlier than others because I make a decision to bring in more people. However, even though the guild is not fully set with its rules yet, there's a lot going into it. I have been trying to work on ways to structure the guild. There are some things that will perpetually count as things that would immediately result in being kicked from the guild. Things like harassing other members. And if there is harassment, I don't want to be that person to kick somebody for something that they're being blamed for that didn't actually happen. So I'd be the person to say, give proof. And if proof can't be provided, well, there won't be exactly an action taken right away. However, there are ways around things, like, say somebody in the guild is whispering another and harassing them. That's something where it's like, take screenshots of it, send it, I deal with it. However, there will also be moments of people being promoted in ranks.
They'll have to hit much harder.
However, it will end up waiting until there's an actual guild hall, because promotional things will be done through PvP in the guild hall. I have full intentions of including PvP things as options for ranking people.
They'll have to hit much harder.
Now it's going to be individual players against one another. And it will intentionally be well organized. But currently these are just ideas. Now there are certain people that are already well ranked in the guild that their ranks will not exactly change based on that, because they were chosen for their position for a very specific reason. Because below being me as the guild leader, there are specifically going to be 2 rankings below that hold high ranking positions. Now the one that's directly below my rank is already got its specifically chosen people. However, it still leaves the other yet to be filled.
That's not my name. Don't call me that.
You almost conquered one of us. Keep pushing.
But I have full intention of filling the ranks. Certain rankings will hold very few. Now, there is also a system with the ranking. Once you've hit the lowest rank, it means that you are in dangerous territory, because that is the ranking where people get put. If they are close enough to being kicked because of things they've done, said, or anything upon that of breaking rules. Depending on the rule, depends on the punishment, whether you go down in rank or if you stay at the same but you're not able to do certain things for a short while. Whereas, yes, I'm going to be the one in charge of dealing with all of that. There may be times where other people in the higher rankings will have to take control of that for a period of time. Because I know I personally cannot manage everything all the time. I can sure as hell try, but it does not mean I'll be able to successfully. That's why I make sure the people that I personally know have some say in everything. Because I know I'm not capable of managing it all. And because of that, it's kind of unfair that I rely on others, but at the same time, it's something that they're a part of, and they're helping this go along. for example, we've got Mika and Rails all in control. I do have my mother as well, because she's the one who got me into this. She knows more about running a guild than me. And if it wasn't for her, I probably would not be able to run the guild I have. I mean, I don't even have a guild hall yet. Can't get one without guild honor points, but for that I need numbers. I need people. I don't have enough people for most of it. And if it wasn't for the fact that the help I get, I'm pretty sure my guild would not really be something I'd be trying to run still.
I can imagine the sound of waves crashing against the shore. My thoughts are my own again.
You okay? No missing limbs?
An ache in my neck, but I'm fine, little one. This is the commander? Well, thank you for refraining from killing me. I'm sure you resisting that urge was a challenge.
What? I don't understand. I helped you.
Mabon brought them here. We're on the same side.
Mabon is too trusting.
Maybe you should check in on Frode and Yuno. Make sure they didn't get ambushed.
Understood.
Oof.
They've had to make some very difficult decisions. You can trust them.
What if the Elder Dragon views us as a threat next?
Even if Aurene eventually succumbed to the Void, the commander would make the right decision, as Glint rejected Krakatoric.
It wasn't that simple. And those with good intentions make ignorant decisions every day.
Rest. We'll talk about this later, okay?
A bit concerning, but okay. I mean, I can understand being viewed as a threat. Kill a god, a Mersat, the Elder Dragons. Yeah, reasonable.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Or 10.
How's she faring?
Zoja's with her now. A little beat up, but managing. If I'm gonna be honest, we didn't have the warmest of introductions.
Unsurprising. Dagda is,
A mother to us all.
and fiercely protective of her brood. We'll get Dagda somewhere safe to recuperate until we can get back into the tower. We'll meet you at the Beacon of Ages. Catch your breath, and don't take it too hard. She'll see you.
As what? Threat? I'm not even joking on that part. What will she see me as? A threat? Or an ally? Two options. Which is it?
You're breathing. That's good.
And you're still here.
Wait.
Am I possessed?
No, you are not.
Then who are you?
Peter.
And what do you want, Petha? Now you choose silence.
Sounds accurate. I was just buying time for the voice line. So, if you all enjoyed, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I know I've done a lot of info dumping in this recording. Do with that information as you please. And, yeah. So, I will end this one here. And as I will repeat, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share the video with whomever. Work towards the goals. And yeah, that's all. So, I guess I will see you all in the next one.